Playing for New South Wales meant everything. I think growing up in the state that absolutely loved netball, I grew up watching the Swifts and then being able to put on the Waratah and play for the blue and red at states was just amazing. I never really kind of knew what it was until I got that first dress and then realised how important the culture was and how strong netball was in the state. But yeah, very honoured, very grateful, and I absolutely love it. And to still be able to play for New South Wales today is an absolute dream. I'm very proud to be from New South Wales and be able to put on that Waratah every week.
Yeah, playing for New South Wales was really special for me. I feel like, especially coming from a regional town, to know that there was a pathway out there that I could progress my netball in. And I feel like once I made my first state team, I feel like I just tried out, you know, for fun. And then to make my first team and get that dress, and one of our first inductions was learning all about the history of the players behind us. And I think that that's so special that we're now part of that legacy. And you know, you're representing New South Wales and those who have come before you.
Yeah, playing for New South Wales was actually always a dream of mine. I've been an absolute netty nerd since I was about 5, playing at Fulcum Hills, and I grew up watching the Sydney Swifts and then into the New South Wales Swifts, so it was a dream of mine, and I absolutely wanted to, you know, play for the red dress and play for the blue dress going through the Netball New South Wales pathway. So I absolutely loved it, and it's obviously allowed me to progress and to make it to where I wanted to be.
The New South Wales pathway was huge. I guess growing up I never really knew kind of what the pathway was, and it wasn't until I kind of got picked up in those academy, in the Western Sydney Academy, and then into my first state team that I really realised that there was a pathway to becoming a Swift or becoming a Diamond. And yeah, it was huge. It taught me so much about the game on the court, but also the athlete off the court and what it takes to become kind of that full netball. It's not just about what you do on court, it's about, you know, what you eat, what you're doing in your time management, it's, you know, your life off the court. So that pathway and playing for the Waratah was huge in that development, and obviously it gave me ample opportunities to play with amazing players all over the state, and then obviously make those friendships and partnerships that are going today. And I know I've grown up with the likes of a Kim Rav and a Gabby Simpson, who are now still playing in the Suncorp Super Netball. So the pathway was huge to be able to live out my dream, I guess, as playing as a Swift.
Yeah, I think the New South Wales pathway was really great in helping me become a Swift. It gave me a lot of opportunity to be seen by selectors. I feel like I first sort of got to do that when I made my first academy with Southern Sports Academy. It just allowed me to be seen by New South Wales selectors, and as well in the state teams, having that connection with Swifts, them coming down and talking to us, getting to know the players. They're people that you really look up to, and I just feel like that pathway and that transition made it so much easier.
Yeah, I'm the same as the other two. I progressed through the Netball New South Wales pathway. I started in under 17. I was a bit similar to Soph. The first year I kind of just, Mum encouraged me to go and just give it a try, and I kind of just thought I would rock up, maybe play at the first trial and then, you know, not make the next level. But I was super lucky to obviously progress through all of that. I really, really enjoyed the pathway, and I feel like I got to meet people like Paigey. She came to one of my first under 17s seminar kind of things and told us how much she loved the Waratah, and I just think that that was super inspiring, and it helped me get to where I want to be today in this lovely red singlet.
Absolutely, I love that the Swift dress now has the Waratah embedded in it. Growing up, as you said, like 17s, 19s, 21s, it was all about the Waratah. I remember we used to get a badge every time we got to represent the, you know, the state team. So to have it on our dress every week is so special, and I think it shows that we represent all of New South Wales. So yeah, absolutely love that we've got it, and you know, it's close to my heart knowing as a New South Wales girl being able to represent the Waratah every week. I just love it.
Yeah, definitely. I think like what Paigey was saying, when you get your first state dress and make your first state team, you get a Waratah badge, and I think that's really special that with Swifties that we get to wear that Waratah with pride. And again, you're representing all those people who have come before you, and yeah, you're being part of that legacy.
Yeah, definitely. I love that we still don the Waratah on our Swifties uniform. Obviously, it's the next level, and we're not the only New South Wales team, but I think it makes it really special that the Swifts have adapted the Waratah on our uniforms, because growing up, obviously, you play for the Waratah and you want to play for the Waratah. And I remember Lenore Blades was my state team coach, and she just would talk about with absolute pride how much she loved the Waratah. And I just think it's super cool that it, you know, decreases the distance between the teams. And I think now I love getting to know the academy girls, and I love seeing the state girls coming through, because one day they'll get to don this lovely red singlet, and you know, it'll be as important to them as well.